Hi everybody, welcome to John Creator. This is the part 2 of pen video tutorial texturing and unwrapping. So we are going to do this unwrapping everything and apply a color for this pen. So this is the own design what I have thought and designed. So which we are going to see only the outside part, and we are going to model further with multiple pens with one plastic cover we've planned. So let's see how to do the same. Now let me go for this video to the texturing. Before that, you are new to this channel, subscribe my channel, and if you're new to the videos, new to the blender, actually you see my beginner videos. Okay, after doing this, so we can apply a material for the same, right? Now I go to the material and create new. After pressing the new, so you can make the material as base and create one more color. So here I'm going to give it as cap, and I'm going to add one more color. So this is going to have bottom. So I'm going to use three different material for this using same content. So before that, I go to the edit mode. So I'm going to select this one. So I select this and G to move, fine. And so I just remove this bottom here because we are having the piece separately. So because just we joined, not joined, actually we objected, we have made as group. Okay, now you here bottom you can select as bottom, right? Now I'm going to apply the cover. This is the blue pen, I'm going to give it as blue. I go to the material preview and I go for the rendering section. Okay, rendering something is not clear, so I select everything, GZ, and I turn on. Okay, studio collection is not there, so I just create a new plane and scale to make it towards upwards like this. Tab to go to the edge selection and select these edges, E to extrude in Z axis, and select these two and E to extrude in Z axis. So now this I am going to shift to D and Z axis, GZ, and rotate it Y axis 190 degree. Okay, Y 180 degree, and GZ to move up. So this one I am going to give it as emission. So go to the new material and make it as emission. Sorry. So this one, this plane and this plane, I'm going to create a new collection, and I'm going to give it as studio, and I'm going to drag this to this particular item, and I select this and I select this one. Here I'm going to give, instead of principal, I'm going to give emission, and the strength I'm going to do 2. And now I go to the render view, and this one I'm going to apply a new, and it's white. Okay, so go to the rendering view, instead of Eve, go to the cycles. So now you can able to see the pen there. I press GZ to move towards here. No, I just make it the strength high for this material, make it as 10. It's too high, I'm going to make it 8. I feel this looks better, and I press period key to zoom, and I zoom it here. Fine, I go for the material view, so which is more easier for us to make the design is very easier. So I go to the bottom, and I'm going to increase the roughness for this because it will be rough little bit, 0.673, and this one I'm going to give it as color is light. Sorry, still I'm not assigned cap and base, right? So cap I'm going to give the same color what I have picked up, and 0.673, Okay, and I go to edit mode, I select this one, press L, it's selecting everything. So before that I will do one thing. I press 1 on the keyboard and zoom it in. I select everything and press plus to increase the bottoms, plus and control plus, and I am going to do this one. For this one I am going to ascend the cap, and I press Ctrl I to invert select everything, and I am going to click it as base assign, and I am going to give slightly yellow, light yellow. I'm going to make it light yellow. Okay, so now this is the pen what I have given the color everything, and now this has been done and everything is fine. Now I am going to unwrap this one separately. So I go to the solid view and I just move this one. I just unhide the studio mode and I press period key to zoom in, and I do the go to edit mode and I zoom it in here, and I am going to unwrap this using this key, using alt. You can able to see that all has been selected, and I am going to zoom in here and I select this everything, and we can do one thing. You select this one and you extrude and scale it a bit inside, so which will look better. Yeah, so I select this. No, I do one thing. So I do the unwrap here itself in the in between here. Right click and mark seam. Okay, I press W. Okay, the select option is coming. I press Ctrl E and mark seam. So now it has been marked as key seam, and I'm going to select one of the edges here. I make it, actually I make it this side, so we can make it everything fine, which is not covering exactly here. Okay, it's getting all over around, so better I give one more idea. Go to the edge selection, select these edges, I select this one. So now edge has been selected and Ctrl E and mark seam, and for the cap I'm not giving anything textures like letters for that. So for that unwrapping is not required for timing. So I go to the UV editing option and select everything U to unwrap. Now this one is the cap actually, so we can move it and scale it down, which is not required for us timing. And I select everything, so here for us everything is ready here. I press Ctrl L to link the same, and G to move, and S to scale. Okay, actually we have to rotate it, I think so. Okay, before doing this I save this one, I go for the GIMP editing, and let me create a texture. And I press create a new texture called 1080p and 1080p. I'm going to give this design a texture. I'm going to make it as black and white. I'm going to make, so I'm going to give the background as the color as black. Okay, So I make this color black, and I go to the paint bucket tool, and I'm going to paste it. Now I'm going to create a new layer. In this new layer I'm going to give the text. So I go for the text option, and I select everything and change the color to the white, and I'm going to change the color to the 25, and I type JCH pen limiter. So this is the wall. Okay. Ball blue pen. So I make a hyphen. So I just deleted one. Okay, this looks fine. I delete this, and this pen limited is okay. Let it be. So I just putting our company name for the same. Okay. Now I selected everything. I am going to give it as bold, and I am going to increase the size of this. So I give the length for this, and height for this. I increase the more length and height, and I am going to increase little more for this. Okay, this looks better, and I go for the move tool. I am going to move this pen here. Now after doing this, or we can give one better option also, which is more easier. Okay, I go into the color. I go for the yellow. I go for the light shade yellow, and I select this one. I go to the bucket tool and select this as paint, and this one I am going to text editor. No, I'm going to change this color. I'm going to text option, going this color to the blue, because I'm going to give the blue panna. Okay, this color I'm going to give it for random completely, so which will be more easier. And here I'm going to create one separate box. Actually we are for this cap. Okay, fine. So I just save it. So this is very easier method to create a textures. So I just export this image as desktop and give blue pen. Now I go to the shading editor. Now create a texture search image texture, and open that image texture blue pen, and I'm going to connect it to the base, and I'm going to make it as a single image only, not a extend. I'm not going to give the repeat. So I go to the UV editing now. Now you can able to see in the material preview our pen is coming like this. So for us it need to come like this slide, right, and G to move, and move can come in front, and I press S to scale and make it smaller, and using a rotate I'm going to align it correctly. Okay, and G to move towards up and down. Okay, fine. Now our texturing has been completed. I go to the material preview. So our pen has been ready with the thing. I think I want to come with this cap nearby. So I go to the UV editing, and I just turn it around. I selected everything, so G to move. Yeah, it's coming. So you have to move align like this, so which will be more easier for you to do the same. Okay, now I go to the layout. Now our ball pen has been ready with the textures and blue pen limiter, and I go to the studio turn on. Then how it looks? Yeah, it looks better. Okay, I created two image textures for this, and I will put it in the thumbnail. So if you are not subscribed, then subscribe the channel and enjoy the video. Bye bye.